just show this knife I made. Everybody's making knives these days, so I thought I'd have a go as well. It seems a bit of a sort of bushcraft outdoors rite of passage, so I had a go as well. Had some files I got from a flea market, some very old ones, so I knocked it up here. It's made a sort of scabbard. I don't know if you can see that. And this is it now. It's oak handle. The oaks come from this wood here, and it's been seasoned for a year and a half or so. That's the file with the Scandinavian grind. It's been annealed, hardened, and then tempered to sort of golden colour. See the black that's still on from the hardening. It's actually a hell of a weight. It's 6.5, 7 mils thick, and I have punched some holes in here to lighten the weight a bit, but not much. The reason I wanted a knife like this, I've had knives in the past and tried to batten, and I've basically just broken the handle off, or the knife, you know, sometimes you snap a bit of the blade or whatever. I wanted something I could take out and basically could handle whatever, you know. So this idea of an axe knife. So, first knife I've ever made. I just put it through its paces. I haven't given it a full sharpening, but that's something I'm going to do and get it razor sharp. I can cut paper when I want to get it very, very sharp indeed. So they took about 3 days on and off. I wasn't doing it all day, but I did it over 3 days. And then just grinding with a bench grinder, cutting it with an angle grinder, the shape, and then this was put in a vise overnight with some araldite, and these were just screws. I just ground the sort of screw, the twist off the screw. Put that in a vise. It seems to be okay. Then I've just with an angle grinder and with a rasp, and actually with another knife, I've just sort of shaped it. It's a hell of a lump, but you know, it's quite. The only thing is, wouldn't want to drop it on my feet. I'd be a few toes missing. That's the only issue with that. But anyway, I haven't. As I said, I don't want to wound any trees. I like having the trees there. I don't know if I got anything I can show with it, but it's just a hell of a bloody blade. This is holly, which is incredibly tough. So it'll do the business, I think. Anyway, hopefully another time I'll talk about my interest in the hunter-gatherers, and that's why I call myself Macrolithic, because it's sort of mesolithic, the Middle Stone Age, and the microliths is the things they used to put on their arrows and for tools. I just got one here now I can show. This is one I found up in the mountains when we were walking recently with my daughter on some eroding peat. So there's one, a flint microlith. This would be on the tip of an arrow, and where I found it, it was a pass between two valleys, and basically they would wait for the deer to go over to feed from one valley to another and ambush them. It's a nice piece of flint in an area where there's no flint for 60 miles or so. well, there's some on the beaches, it's been washed down, but it's basically up in a non-flinty place, you know, so non-flinty geology, so quite impressive. It's lost its tip, which is the tip there would have been at a very fine point. So I wonder if it's actually been used and hit a bone in a deer or something. Whether they cut it out the animal or what, I don't know, but that's my sort of interest. And I found them. My interest is so started because I found them here in an area of like black soil, so with little sort of saw edges on them. So, and we know from archaeological studies that this area coming up from the Wye Valley has got, the top of this area towards the Forest of Dean has got, they're finding a lot of these things in the fields, so a lot of hunting activity went on obviously in the past. There we are.